Hey YouTube, it's Royal Diamond. I did a video the other day. I titled it "So I'm Not Okay, but It's Okay," and I was very emotional in that video and feeling like I wanted to give up and feeling like maybe this isn't for me, and how I'm 29 and I'm still in this spot, but I feel like I've done something over here and I've done something over there and I've done this and I've done that. Like when you just feel like you're overwhelmed because you've done so much, but you feel like your efforts aren't paying off, it's hard to keep going. And I just want to say I appreciate a lot of y'all guys' comments that y'all put in and how y'all uplifted me and made me feel better about myself, and then basically let me know that y'all feel the same way sometimes and I'm not alone, and just when you feel like you're alone, you're really not alone. Just when you feel like no one cares, somebody cares. Now, it's only to a certain extent they can care because they are not you and you are not them. And you can't expect other people to pick up the slack and get you to where you want to go because they're not you. Sometimes we get in our head and feel like, well, maybe this isn't for me. Like, what am I doing? Like, you start to think in your head, what are you doing? Where are you going? Should I stop doing this? Should I not do this? And it's definitely hard to keep on going. And it's harder not to think about it sometimes because at a certain point you just get fed up to where you feel like, well, dang, like you see everything and everybody else getting their success, so it looks like, on the internet, right? And this is the downside of the internet for consumers, like, people looking in from the outside, because we may be scrolling on social media and we may think like, oh, their life is great, they're traveling, they might got their dream guy or their dream girl or whatever. I don't really care nothing about relationships like that. I just want to focus on my career. I just want to, like, my goal is to get out of my parents' house, if I'm honest. But yeah, so it makes you think stuff because you're constantly comparing yourself to other people. You're constantly thinking that you're behind because they're living their life and they may be a little younger than you are, and you're like, damn, like, what did they do right that I'm not? Like, what's really going on? Or am I just too impatient? But see, that's the thing, like, I procrastinated, and if I wouldn't have procrastinated, I probably would be where I want to be. But then I can't dwell on that, and I can't take that back or even really regret anything, because everything that's going wrong in my life now, or I won't say everything that's going wrong in my life, but everything that's not going the way that I want it in my life right now is how it's supposed to go, because it's my journey. And I'm starting to see now I have a problem with embracing certain things. Like, I can embrace my insecurities. I can take in things that I don't like about myself physically. But when it comes to really like wanting to do something, it's hard to just enjoy the process or just to embrace the whole process sometimes, even though I hear a lot of people say, oh, well, enjoy the process, enjoy the struggle. How do you enjoy the struggle? Even though sometimes in the struggle I can be happy, I can be excited, but the struggle sucks, being an everyday routine of working in retail and just dealing with people that treat you like you're their servant. That's the thing, like, in retail, it can be cool because you can conversate with a lot of people and you meet a lot of nice people, but you also meet ignorant people, rude people, cruel people, like, and just crazy people, right? And in the midst of all that, sometimes it brings you down, like, dang, like these people are rude and disrespectful. Like, they look down on you because you do work in retail, and they already have a big head and think that they're better because you work in retail, and they may feel like any other job is better than retail. That's how they feel. And just being there every day and wasting my time there, I'm not really wasting my time because, I'm getting a check, but still, that's how I feel. I feel like my time is wasted most of the time because most of my day is taken up. Like, I only got a little bit of time doing the, like, morning to evening Then I go in, and then I'm there till midnight. It takes up my whole day. Not to say I hate it there, because I don't hate it there, but I dislike a lot of the stuff that go on there. And the environment is not bad, because I work with a lot of people that are really like nice and cool, and we all work as a team. We all work together. There's really no major drama between me and my coworkers, which I like. The main part, I think for me, it just gets in my head that I've been there almost 7 years now, and I didn't even plan on being there that long. I want it to be where I want to go right now, but I'm not there yet, And I feel like everybody knows me, or it seemed like everybody knows me, just because a lot of the regulars come in. So it seems like everybody knows me. And then a lot of the people that do know me, all they do is want to bring up the same conversation every time. And sometimes it gets nerve-wracking, it gets boring, and it gets old and played out. So the people that normally come up and talk to me, all they do is talk about the same thing. They'll be like, oh, your hair growing, your hair's growing. Every time I see them, they say, your hair's growing, oh, your hair's growing, every time. And it's like, dude, I saw you like 2 days ago, and you said the same thing. Then you get the ones that say, hey, you're not flirting with any boys, are you? And it's like a repeat of the same conversation. It's like these people don't have anything else to say different to me. So now I'm wanting a different another change of scenery, but not the scenery that you guys think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want another job. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look for another job and have to start all over and have to prove myself, because it seems like every job I go to, of course, I'm having to prove myself, but then I feel like it's more of a challenge, because people really judge me because of my disability, the way that I walk, and just it's the way that I walk, so they automatically judge me. And every job I've been to, it's been like that. And now that I've been at this job for a long time, like, I don't have to deal with that anymore, So I don't want to go to another job and feel like I have to prove myself again, and I have to do this, and I have to deal with people being snotty, like, as far as managers, because every job I've been to, there was not one supervisor or one manager that was just genuinely nice. They would sit over here and they would have attitudes or talk to you any kind of way, and I already don't play that. So I go to another job, I'm popping off. And I might just say F it and leave, because I feel like I can't take no more of that. Like, I'm tired of being in the corporate world and having to go to another job and deal with new people, new attitudes, and I don't want to deal with that. And me, I'm the type of person that once I'm there, people already know, like, okay, they know me. And new people that come in, I train them, and there's no freaking disrespect, But when you're a new person in on the job and you have a disability, people judge harder and a little bit treat you different until they actually get to know you. I don't want to do all that again. If I find another job too, they're not going to be as lenient as the job I got now. So then I kind of learned how to be grateful for that at the same time. But then that doesn't mean that I don't get in my feelings and I still feel, and I don't feel some kind of way about it. But lately, like this past week, I've been getting people like regular customers coming up to me saying how they really appreciate my smile and how I'm always happy when I'm there, and I actually speak to them and I actually, show that I want to be there instead of just standing at the door and not saying nothing with a frown on my face. And then that gets me thinking, like, well, maybe people actually do care, maybe I am making an impact on some people. Some people even tell me, like, I make their day. And I'm just like, wow, all I'm doing is smiling and saying have a good night and saying hello. But really, you don't realize how something so little can make an impact on people. Just when you thought that you weren't making an impact or people really didn't care, they just kind of like, because you do get those rude customers that won't speak back, and that it just kind of like they're kind of rude with it and just kind of like they don't really acknowledge you, so then you get in your head like, oh, these people don't care about me no way, so why should I care about them? That's how you would think. But then when you are getting acknowledged and these people are letting you know that you're making their day, then you're like, oh, okay. You feel like you're doing something right, you know. And sometimes I feel like all you need is just to know that people actually care. But yeah, so thank you guys.